everybody. How are you doing today? Welcome to my channel. This is Trish with Trisha's Creative Treasures. It is February, what? It's Friday. I think it's the 20th, could be 21st. I'm not sure. But we actually have a bright, sunny day out today, and it's supposed to be in the 40s. So that is such a nice break from this gloom, doom, rainy stuff that we've been having. But I'd like to take a moment to say thank you for supporting me and being a part of my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you'd like, hit the subscription box. Don't forget to hit the bell so that way you get notified for every channel for every video I happen to put on. And hit the like button. Leave a comment if you like. I'm all about having conversation, and I always try to answer back to everybody that comments on my videos. I have a lot to show you today, guys. I have this huge pile of mess right here because I'm in my bed because, you know, story of my life, fibro, pain. Put a smile on my face and go about my day. That's about what I do anymore. I haven't been on for a little bit since I've done my last video when I was dyeing yarn. I've been going bouts with extreme pain where I've just been sleeping on and off, not feeling good, grumpy, you know, and then having to work on top of it. So I'm actually in a pretty good mood today. I feel pretty good. I have started doing therapeutic deep tissue massages. It's a lady that works at my chiropractor's office, so once a week I've been going to her, and I get an hour-long deep tissue massage to really work on the areas that I have extreme pain in. And then I go right over to my chiropractor, which is the next room over. They're in the same suite type thing together. So, and then he does my adjustments. So yeah, I mean, it's as good as what it's going to get. I do definitely need to go get my MRI done and figure out what's really going on, because I have so many pinched nerves right now in my lower back, coming from my lower back, but it's steering over into the right side of my pelvis. So it's like I am stuck walking with a cane right now because I can't put any full weight on my right hand side because those pinched nerves just like, they're yelling at me like, you think you're gonna do this today? I do it. I overcome it. I'm like, I'm a tough woman. You're not gonna put me down. But no, my hair is a frizzy mess. I need a perm desperately. I get perms once a year, and it's like a year and a half now since I've had one. I have like much on my ends. But September, when I decided to do the bright idea of going purple and green, I stripped all the red out of my hair, because I used to have red, I mean like fire engine red hair. And unfortunately it was a bad decision because I have really thin, I don't have a whole lot of hair on the top of my head. Hereditary thyroid issues, medication, who knows. I'm going bald on the top of my head. So I am afraid to put any perm in my hair, afraid to lose the hair on top of my head. I don't know what to do with my hair straight. It's baby fine. I just feel like I don't have no hair. I think I'm just gonna like bite the bullet one of these days and get a perm and just hope for the best, because yeah, I can't do anything with this. I don't know what to do with it. I'm used to like full curly hair and Okay, enough about that. So I have some finished objects. I have a few whips. I have some acquisitions, so I guess we'll just get right into it. So this is my big whammy here. I've been working on this blanket for about a year now, and when they came up with the season of the granny, this had been sitting in a bag just pushed off to the side, and I hadn't worked on this in so long. So I decided, now's the time. I'm going to get this sucker finished. This is huge. I have a queen size bed. It fits my bed. I'm not going to unravel the whole thing because it's just too much. But this is a never-ending granny square blanket that I did some rounds of double crochet, just going around in a square. think I did what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of double crochet, and then I just did a shell stitch border around it. But this I used using 2 mandalas held together, so I used the base color that I used was Spirit. That's like one of my favorite mandala colors that they are. But then I just used whatever else ones that had blues and grays and purples and pinks and, you know, some teals. So I just grabbed one off my shelf because I have mandalas like crazy. So this is my big tamale. This took me a while, but I finally got this sucker finished. And like I said, it fits on my queen size bed, so it is big. And it's heavy, and it actually, being that even though it has the holes in between the stitches, you know, with Granny Stitch does, it's very warm. I mean, I had it on my legs when I was working on it, and it was cold those nights, and I remember being cold, but when I had this on my legs, I felt really toasty warm. So that is one finally finished item off my to-do list. Hold on. I just have everything like stacked on my bed, and my dog jumped up and knocked everything over, so it's a little bit of a mess right now. Okay, this is my Granny meets Virus meets Granny shawl that I'd made. So this is in Red Heart Turquoise. So I think I used this was a 1 pounder. Not a 1 pounder, but you know, like the big jumbo ball size. I think I used 1.5 on this. So there's something on there, fuzzy. So yeah, that was that. I had fun making this. Granny Square has always been, the Granny Stitch, I guess you could say, has always been my favorite go-to, because that is like mindless work for me. I can just sit at TV and just go to town and watch TV and do that. And I've learned to really like the Virus Stitch too. This I edged in picots all the way around. So I'm going to wash this and get this softened up and get this. I need to update my shop. I have my shop on Facebook. That is called Trisha Stitches. That's where I put everything that I have for sale. So if anything I ever have that interests you, you can always go over to Facebook and join the group called Trisha Stitches. And I gotta update it. Like, I'm gonna put all the updated things that I've made that I'm gonna have for sale. My stitch markers and my dyed yarn. My dyed yarn is my new thing that I am like absolutely enjoying doing when I actually get the time to do it. But this is the first half done. I have to do the second half of this yet, but this is my 5-point shawl. So this is a Hobby Lobby yarn, Strawberry it was called, Strawberry Wine, Strawberry Fields, I don't know, Strawberry something. But I love the colors that were like marled together. And then I did two skeins of that, and then I went into this at the bottom, just some red and black sparkly. This is Mary Maxim's sparkle yarn. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but Starlight something. So I did that at the bottom. So this is, I got to make the second half, and then I'm going to connect it and make a shawl top out of it. Like I said in my last video when I talked about this, this pattern is from Petra over at Foxy Creations. She has all sorts of different 5-point shawl, recipes. This was coming to my head. 5-point shawl patterns on there, and they're all free. And this one I just did double crochets and some filet in between, just to give it that nice lacy look in between the stitches. But yeah, I'm happy with this. I need to get my second one done. I have so many things I have to get done. I am one of those people where I start something and then I see something else and I'm like, ooh, I gotta do me one of those. And so it's like I put off to the side what I'm making to start something else, and it's like I get this big pile of whips and it's overwhelming, and I'm like, all right, enough's enough. I'm not going to do anything else till I get everything else made. that's where I'm at right now. I'm trying to, well, no, I shouldn't say that because I keep starting. I've started a couple new things. Okay. This is, let me show you. I have this pile, like, I'm like, where do I go next? My other finished item. I made one washcloth. This is a pattern from Bag O' Day. It's pretty much a triple crochet and single, but you can get this pattern with the stitch numbers and everything that you need over on Bag O' Day Crochet. This is like my go-to pattern now for washcloths because I love the texture and the knobbies. So this was some leftover cotton that I had, so I figured, I'll make a washcloth with it. I think that's all my finished objects. My next one is, this is a shawl that I'm making. It's another 5-point shawl. And this is another one of Petra's patterns. But this one I'm holding together a Premier Basic. They're purple. And then one of Mary Maxim's Starlight too. This is the purple Starlight. So I'm holding the two of those together. So I ran out of the Starlight. So I gotta find something else because I want to make this a little bit bigger to put on the bottom. So I'll probably find some not compromising, but you know, colors that match well with this and just make it pop. So this is triple crochets, double crochets, and half double crochets. So it makes it real pretty. It gives it a nice, I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if I can get this up. It gives it a nice, like almost like, yeah, you can't see it in here. It gives it right in here a braided effect when you use the triple crochet and the half double crochet together. But yeah, go to her site, look at her patterns. Her patterns are amazing. I love Petra's patterns. Okay, so next thing, the only other thing, I didn't put the drawstring in this. It's the only sewing object I got done. I just haven't been to my sewing machine. I have so much material cut out, ready to go. It's just getting the time to sit at the sewing machine without mom, or the dog wanting to go out, or, you know, because once I sit down, I'm like, don't bother me. Let me alone. I need to get this stuff done because I'm just a beginner sewer, so it takes me a while to do the stuff, and I just don't want to have my brain set taken away once I start. But this is just a little bag with fishies on it. This is like for a small project. You can fit like one ball of yarn in there and maybe a hook. I got to put the drawstrings in it yet. I just lined it with red fabric. But I thought these little fishies remind me of Swedish fish. Yummy. I like Swedish fish. It is box bottomed, which I'm kind of like now. I don't know if I like that I did box bottom because it kind of took away the bulk of the bag. So I don't know. I have a cut because this was like scraps. So I have a couple more that I'll be like this size. So I keep practicing. I don't think I am good enough yet to say I'm going to sell these. If someone really wants one, maybe I'll give them one, but I need to really practice and practice makes perfect. So voila. I am hopefully going to get there one day where I can say, look at my bags. These are good enough to sell. Yeah, that's, I don't know if I've, like, most of you know how I have health problems, and it's getting harder and harder to do my job and be on my feet all day, every day, doing hair. And so I've been starting to try to get a on the side business going to make a little bit of income, so that way when I have to go on disability that I no longer can do my job. Oh, I got straight up my leg. It was starting to fall asleep. I have something that I can say, at least I have some sort of income on my own coming in. Because I'm not one, I don't think I could go without ever working. Like, I have always worked since I can remember. Even starting at 13, I started working. And I'm a very independent person, and I don't want to have to depend on my husband for everything. It's not fair to him. It's not fair to anything. It's not fair to myself. I like that I can still provide for my family So that's important to me, that I get my business going and be able to have, you know, money coming in, even if it's just a small amount. It's something that I can say, here, I can contribute. But anyways, enough about that. We'll go into my whips if I can get to them here. Don't fall. No, 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 no. My pile's gonna fall. Okay. I have this stuff here in my huge basket bag that I crocheted a couple years ago. I love this thing. I use it all the time. So, first whip, I decided I wanted to make my Josie a dress. And of course, I just started one night. She was with her mama. And I didn't measure her. And I just figured, I'm going to do this. Well, I've gotten this far. I'm using Mandela Baby in the color Unicorn Cloud because she loves pink and purple. But when I tried it on her, it's like 3 sizes way too big. And I was going to rip it out and start over, but I thought, you know what, no, I'm going to make it and put it in my shop, because since she wears like a 4T, I would imagine, and she's 3, that this would fit like anywhere, depending on the size of a child, a 4 to 6 year old possibly. So till I get it done, it'll be a nice long dress. And of course I just did half double crochets for the yoke of it. And then when I got to the dress part here, because it's more like just like a flowy long dress, I am doing 1 row of just straight up V-stitches. And then the next row, I'm doing a V-stitch, single crochet, V-stitch, single crochet. And it's giving it this beautiful, I mean, I just decided the other night I did a couple rows of V-stitches, and I'm like, it's just so plain, I don't know if I like it. So I don't know why, something struck on my head. Why don't we just add a single crochet in the empty stitch between the V-stitches, and it gives it this beautiful look to it. So I'm like, all right, we're going to go with that. So there is a close-up of this start of this dress that I'm making. So I'll get that done. That won't take long. That's just something I can still work at TV. I work on while we're watching TV at night. This is one of the grocery bag holders that I do want to do a tutorial on, because this is my own pattern. I didn't follow anybody else. This one I'm just I think a fiber just flew in my throat. Hold on 1 second. I need to get a drink. And if that bothers y'all, I'm sorry. But, you know, I had a fiber fall in my throat. I watched, was it yesterday or the day before, when Cinnamon Stitches had her, it was the day before, because she had a short one on yesterday, but the day before she had one on. And she's been sick, you know, and froggy, and whether sick or not, we all need to drink, you know, we all talking, it just gets to your throat. And she said how she had some nasty replies from people about how she shouldn't drink while she's, you know, doing a podcast, that it irritated them and offended them or whatever was said. I'm like, are you kidding me that someone would actually say that? Like, why is that such a big deal? Like, why do people have to be like that? Why do people have to say stuff like that? I don't know. But I said, drink away, girl, drink away. If you're thirsty, have a drink. I'm going to have another one real quick. This is my big 16-ounce coffee mug. This is like half a pot of coffee right here. That's what I always drink my coffee out of. My kids know that's mom's mug. Do not touch. I had 2 of them, and they broke one, and I'm like, oh, don't you dare touch my other coffee mug. But yeah, this is just open bottom, and then it's single crochets that I use to expand, and then it's just a bunch of V-stitches. But I am going to try to get a tutorial made for this. So there's that. I've already made a bunch of these, because I had made one, and the one girl I work with, her mom purchases stuff from me a lot, so she had been asking if I could make one of these, so that's why I designed it. So she bought quite a few for herself and then some relatives and stuff, so that was cool. So we are also season of Granny, but I didn't start doing these just because of season of the Granny. Um, I love to watch the bush people, Alaska bush people shows, Netflix, because I don't have cable, so we just get whatever we have on TV. Because we have Netflix, Hulu, Prime, Disney Plus. I think that's it. Don't know. But anyways, I was watching on Hulu. Okay, I'm back. It's be a second for you guys, but a couple minutes for me. My phone kept shutting off, well, not my phone, but the videos kept shutting off. I guess I had to clear up some space in my phone because I didn't have any to be able to keep recording video. So anyways, I'm trying to think, where was I? I think I was at saying how I love to watch the shows on TV about the Alaskan bush people. So on Hulu, I was watching The Last Alaskans. So it's his family, and they have their cabin. They all happen to have a couple extra cabins that they go to. So, the one in the parents' part, they showed their bed, and it had this beautiful spread that you could tell the wife crocheted, and it was just bigger granny squares, just with the original black. So I decided, I have so many scraps that I'm going to do that. I don't have many squares made because, let me tell you, ever since I got my massage the other day, my insomnia, it's like I came home, I fell asleep sometime after 7:30, and I slept till 11 o'clock the next day. I'm like, wow, I can't believe I slept that much, because if I've gotten 2-3 hours of sleep at night lately, I'm lucky. But I'm just making the original granny squares, 6 rounds. So I got 4 yellow ones done. I got a blue one done. Where's my blue one? Oh, I got a blue one done. I just started this yesterday. So I got a few skeins of scraps. Vero, I'm going to just put a few in this bag. When I get them done, then I'll move on to the next bit of colors. So that's going to be my project, to make a really big, one of them old-fashioned looking kind of blankets with the different granny squares and the black bordering it. I mean, my eye itched. Alright, that's my FO for that. Let's see if I can get this bag out without knocking everything else down. Sorry, I'm moving my camera. Alright, this is my other. I have not really picked this up and worked on this in like 2 weeks. But as you all know, I've been dyeing yarn. So I had made 3 hanks. So this is the one colorway that I have made. This is, I know there's Angora. It's wool and Angora. So this is super soft. And I love how it came out. Just reminds me of like a bubblegum cloud. I don't know. But anyways, I've been using that. I've been mixing it with some of my novelty yarn that I got off of DBNY. And I started making a shawl with it. I just wanted to make something that was different. Textured, pretty, very like boho-ish. So I like it. So eventually I'll get this done. But that's that with my own yarn that I made. Let me get this bag down here. I need some room. Alright, so I think I got done with all the things. Crochet and all that. So, okay. We're going to go into Acquisitions. Or should I do my yarn? Do you want to see my yarn that I dyed? Okay. I guess most of you that have, Facebook or Instagram, I've shown these already. But here is some of the yarn that I have dyed. So this was supposed to be like a pink and black. And I have Jacquard's black. Well, Jacquard's black turns to this weird, funky brown. So I got blackish, brownish, grayish tones, and then I got this hot pink, which I had dribbled a little, I sprinkled a little bit of the black into there just to give it like a textured kind of color. Let me see if I can pull this apart. I'm not the greatest at rolling these things up. So there's that. So this was, I've learned that I do not really care for jacquard's black. So I just got in a bunch of new colors from Dharma. So I ordered Dharma's True Black. So I've been watching Nicole Frost as well. She's a dyer herself, and she gives a lot of great tips and techniques. So she was saying how jacquard's black is brown and that Dharma's is a true black. So I'm anxious to start working with that. It's just finding time that I can sit. It takes hours. When you start dyeing yarn, don't think it's a project that you're going to sit down, do, and then be able to get done. So your setup, you're getting it done, and then getting everything cleaned up and put away. Yeah. If you had like a... If I had like my own dyeing room, you know, that I could just have stuff in there, it would be a different story. But I do it in my kitchen, so I have to have everything cleaned up because I have a family that eats, and I don't want any chemicals getting mixed in with food stuff. So yeah, it's cleaned up when I'm done. So these I am going to put in my Facebook page, Facebook group for sale. So these are the hot pink, and like I said, there are some specks of black. There's brownish and grayish, but altogether, I don't think it looks that bad. I kind of like it. It's different. You know, it's not what I was aiming for, but I'm learning as I go. There's those two. Here is this one. This one's pinks, teals, and purples in there. And some of the purples kind of, from laying on it, looks like a navy blue, but this one is the 100% Highland Peruvian wool. There's that. And then this one's similar. It's just softer tones. It's not as much of it's a pastel-y, more like. So there's that one. And here's this one. This one's just like a springy, you know, like spring colors, the greens and the pinks and the yellows and the greens. I said greens, yeah. There's some blue. So there's that. And here is, I like this one. It's black and pink and blues and yellows. It has just all sorts of different colors in there. And then these ones are one of the first ones that I did, and I hated how they came out. So I over dyed them to make them more like an oil slick. So they are. It's definitely, I put black, and the black turned to more like a gray, which I'm okay with. It doesn't have to be straight black, but it really made some of the other colors pop in more like a darker tone. So that's 1, 2, and 3. These are the Angora blend as well. So yeah, I have 3, and I had these all in the same dye lot. So 3 of those, the oil slicks. And I have 1 of these. This is the Highland Peruvian wool. This is also the Peruvian Highland wool. It's so soft though. I mean, like, to put this on, it's not scratchy at all. It is super soft. So yeah, I have that. These ones as well are the Peruvian wool. And like I said, these are the Angora wool blend, and these also are super soft. So those are my larger hanks. These are my babies. These are 40 yards each. So this is the chartreuse color, which came out this fluorescent green, which I absolutely love. So I have 10 of these in the green, And this is fuchsia. So I have 10 of these. Now these I have not got to hank these up yet. So this is bright aqua. So I got 10 of those in that color. And I have, if I can pick it up, my fingers work, 10 in this purple. So, okay, I have a question for you guys. Like, what do you think I should do? Should I keep these like in the tonal that they are with like the different white spots, that they're like more like tie-dye-ish? Or should I go in where they're whitish are and put like hints of pink and green, you know, or like a hot blue, you know, just to make it pop? I mean, because all of the ones, and there was a ton of color in here. I mean, obviously you can see how saturated it got, but that's the one thing with kettle dyeing is you never know. I mean, and I swished it around enough that it all should have taken, but you have some places that didn't take the color as much, which from what I'm watching with other dyers, it happens. But like some of them around where the ties are, they're completely white. So I was thinking about, yeah, adding some like rainbowish colors into them, or should I just leave them what they are? Because my goal is like I have a ton more of these minis, and I just ordered a bunch more to make them all like bag. I want to bag up so many, like 5 in a package, that you, I mean, if it's 40 yards, 4 times 5, you're going to have 200 yards to work with something. I don't know. It's just ideas I'm putting up in my head. So I don't know. Should I leave them solid, or should I put some, or should I put like the rainbowish parts into it? Because the chartreuse has some lighter patches too. Same with the pink. Same with they all got it. So help me out. I can't reach a decision. I mean, they're so pretty the way they are, but yet do I want to cover up the white spots and put just some hints of rainbowy colors into them? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think. So that's my dyed yarns that I have so far. Let me get into Valentine's Day. My husband was so sweet this year. He never does anything for Valentine's Day. He hates Valentine's Day because to him it is just a day of Hallmark, he calls it. It's a Hallmark day that people go out and blow money. He said, I should not have to have one day that I have to go blow a ton of money on you to tell you that I love you, when you know that I love you and I can go at any time and buy you gifts. I got him. I was brought up in a family you celebrated every holiday, and my dad would spoil the crap out of my mom. So I don't know. Some personal things is my husband and I were separated for about 3 years. We got married in 2011. Our son Draken was born in 2010. We had some issues, and let's see, it's 4 years that I'm going on that I have the Lyme. So we've been back together for 4 years. So like 7 years ago we separated. I can't remember if we were separated 3 years, 2 years, I don't know, but we were separated, and it just happened to be that we were able to work out our differences and get back, and our marriage is stronger than ever. And he also learned a lot of things while we were separated. He needed to grow up, and he needed to learn how to be in a relationship. So on Valentine's Day, all of a sudden I see my son running into the shop with this big bouquet of flowers, and my husband's walking in behind him with some Dunkin' Donuts coffee for me. So I'm thinking, oh wow, that's it, I got flowers and coffee. That's awesome, because to me, that makes my day. I love to get flowers, even though they die, but they still look pretty. And you can always make me happy with coffee. A lot of times the gift from my husband is coffee, and I know that that's his gift. And you know what? That's good, because I love coffee. I can drink coffee 24/7, and I'm good with that. But when we came home, I had to go to the bathroom, and then I had to feed the guinea pigs, and he's standing at our bedroom door here. He has his coat on, and I'm like, why do you still have your coat on? He goes, oh, I was just waiting for you to come in here. I was going to help you get in bed, and blah, 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 blah. He says, well, I'm going to go outside and smoke a cigarette real quick. Okay. Now, he bought me gifts, and he was standing here waiting until I came in because he had them on our bed, and he was just like all proud of himself that he bought me something finally. But especially he bought me yarn, and he's always like, you have too much yarn, our house is nothing but yarn, blah 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 blah. But he knows yarn makes me happy. So he got me this big Serenity in cranberry. No, sorry, it's called Wine. So this is the Premier. It has 328 yards, and it's 100% acrylic, and it's really soft. I like the Serenity. I've made some stuff with Serenity before. And then he got me this Lion Brand Thick and Quick in blue marine. Let me see. It has 223 yards, and it's a 6 bulky. And then he said he really liked these colors, so he got me 2 of these, which is Autumn, Sunset Autumn, Karen Simply Soft. So he's like, I don't know nothing about yarn. You know I don't. I just walk through the aisle with you. You get what you want, blah, blah, blah. He said, but I picked these out. I thought these were pretty colors, so I got them for you. And then he got me this big box of chocolates, which I can't show you because I ate them. But that was my husband's sweetheart gesture for Valentine's Day, which it did. It made my day. It made me really happy because that was the first time since we've been together since 2009. So that was the first time since 2009 that he did something for me for Valentine's Day. And then every year for Valentine's Day, I would always get him something, and I would, you know, get him a card, and I would do this and I would do that, and you know, nothing ever in return. And so I just stopped doing it, you know, so I'm like, well, whatever, you know. So this year I didn't even give him a card, I didn't get him nothing. And then he got me stuff, and I'm like, now I feel really bad. And he said, don't feel bad, that just makes up for years. So on to the next. My knit crate came in, which I guess everybody's getting knit crate, and I get the Energize. So ain't this cool with Creative Grandma? So this is Audine Wool Shine Sport. The colorway is called Flirt. Is that not beautiful? I think I'm going to make the next dress I make for Josie is going to be in this. And inside the box, it came with this really pretty button. Pretty sure it's like a ceramic or clay. But it's, you can tell it's home. It's like handmade. So there's that. And it comes with your pattern book. So I think though I'm going to be stopping my knit crate for the simple fact is I'm getting a new car, and I'm going to have like a $400 car payment. I haven't had a car payment in a while, in like 5 to 7 years. And bills are just, it's just tight now financially as it is for us. So with having to have a $400 car payment, I have to give up some things because I need a car. My car's not going to pass inspection by the end of this month. I'm hoping our income tax money comes in by then because that's going to be my down payment. So I get Annie's and I get Knit Crate. So I really do. I think I'm going to drop both my subscriptions. Plus, you know, I started getting Knit Crate so I could get some good, like, wool yarn, some good quality. And I have 2 big boxes of blank yarn downstairs, all in different, you know, different wool blends. So if I'm going to be dyeing yarn, I can dye yarn any color that I want. My main focus is to be able to sell the yarn and make a little bit extra money. But I can make any colorway I want for myself. So I'm not going to spend the $25 a month that can go towards my car payment if I have blank yarn that I can make whatever colorway I want in good quality yarn. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm dropping my subscriptions this month. But my other acquisitions, I'm not even done yet, guys. I'm chalking away. This is going to be a long video. In pieces because of my phone blipping out. I got some new books on Amazon that were on sale. This one. Oh, I love this book. Unicorn Crochet. It has 50 different unicorny patterns in it. Let me see if they have like a page with just... Hold on. I think there is, because I looked through this. I didn't really generally sit down and really look at everything yet, but I fingered through this. Like, it's not just unicorns. It's like rainbow. You get clouds. You got some bookmarkers, different unicorns, jewelry boxes, princess things, the blanket with the unicorn hood, whales, narwhals. I mean, there's just so many different, there's toys, and there's even wearables, dresses and stuff. So yeah, I got this off of Amazon. I think it was like $15.99 or something. It even has some blankets in here, guys. Even little appliques. It gives you the patterns. I keep wanting to say recipes today. The patterns for different appliques, flowers, butterflies, rainbows, hearts, unicorns, and much more. So there's that book. I finally got this, the complete book of crochet stitch design. So this has a bunch of like more advanced stitches in it. Love this book. Can't wait to put this to some use. I just finally got these in the mail. And then I ordered this, just different dishcloths. I think this was like $5.99 on Amazon. So let me see. Just have a page of all the different ones. Sometimes these books put pages of all the different ones on one page that you can kind of, I don't think it does. And everything has patterns to it, so I don't want to put up a picture with the pattern on it. That's a no-no. But anyways, if you like to make dishcloths and you want to do something just a little different, or washcloths in general, doesn't have to be a dishcloth. It can be bathtub wash rag, So this is really cute. I love that owl. That owl is too cute. Okay, there's that. So my other thing that I started doing now is drop spindling. So here's my spindle. This is just my lead. I should have brought it over. It's over there in my craft area. The first ball of yarn that I did. It's all right. It was my first, so it's nothing that's perfect. But to me, I go crazy, and because when I ordered that, I just ordered like a small sample pack of different wools. So then I went crazy, and then I ordered a whole bunch of more wools. So this I got Iggy Nana, I think it's called, or something. So this is just a big bag of whole bunches of different bats of wool. So I'm going to go through and pull out different colorways that I want to make different colorways with. I got that one. That one I got on Amazon. So the rest of these I ordered all from the same person on Etsy. And believe me, I will order from her over and over again as long as I want to get this kind of stuff, because her prices are cheap and it's gorgeous. She does it herself. She dyes it herself. And it's like $5.99. I mean, this was like $5.99. So this is her colors for her collection called Berries and Cream. And I can't even think, I should have wrote down who it was that I went to. She also had this. It's called Black Currant. Can you see that? Is that not gorgeous? That braid? I cannot wait to get into that. And look, these are coiled, what are they called? Wool curls that I'm going to add into it. Rainbow. I love the rainbow. I love rainbows. They're so bright and cheery and beautiful. And this was her, it's called Brights. So these are just small. This won't make very much yarn. I honestly think that it just make like a small like rainbow thing. This was called her Halloween colors. So I got that one. It's only like $5.99, guys. And then last but not least, I got this colorway called Juniper Berries. So yeah, I'm gonna sit and start spindling those. I need another project, like I need another hole in the wall, but there's some nights you just don't feel like crocheting, and I'm sitting here watching TV, so I'm gonna spindle, because I can sit here in bed. I'll hold the spindle off to the side, and I just, you know, draft some to lip. I would one day love to have a wheel and be able to spin yarn, because I find that so fascinating. I've been watching videos of, you know, women doing that, and just the beautiful creations that they come up with. It's like, wow. I would love to do that. That just looks like such a relaxing project to me. Same as like crocheting's relaxing. I love doing beadwork, like making stitch markers, bracelets, earrings, all that. But I think that's all I got for today, guys. I think it was a lot to get through. Hopefully this video is not too long. It's going to be in pieces because of my phone acting up, but I think I deleted enough off my phone to give me enough time to be able to upload all of this. So, well, I think that's going to be it for today, because I need to get a shower and get ready to go to work. Got a long night at the shop tonight. I don't know what my schedule's like today as far as appointments, because I did not look before I left. Yesterday I was booked solid for the day, so we'll see what today brings. I have off Sunday. So Sunday, my daughter Kieran, my son-in-law, and my grandsons are going to come visit, and then we're all going to go to my sister's in the evening, because my sister's making a dinner for all of our family, a huge, with my parents and, you know, my nieces, nephews, my brother and his wife, and my two nephews, their wives, and their children, and it'll just be a nice evening. She asked me what I wanted for dinner, and I'm like, oh no. She makes this awesome Caesar salad. Oh my god, she makes her own sauce from scratch. I mean, I think the first time I ate it, if she would have told me what the sauce is made out of, I would never have eaten it. But did you know that sardines are like one of the big things in Caesar dressing? I would have never, like, you smush them up and put them in there. But it's sardines and a lot of garlic and whatever else. But when she makes her Caesar salad, she has these huge chef's bowls. So she will fill that sucker up. And I don't need anything else. I will just eat the Caesar salad, and I am happy. But it's so garlicky that once you eat so much, the garlic starts to burn the crap out of your mouth. And I don't care. I keep eating it because it's good. But anyways, I think that's all that I have. Yeah. I do want to try to get some tutorials up. Like I said, I haven't even had time to sit down and see if, you know, with the setup that I have with my camera and my tripod, if I'm going to be able to do that or not. I'm hoping that I can. I want to start doing like shout out days. I need to get more, you know, time to be able to do videos. It is so hard right now with my schedule, with us being short staffed at the shop, that we're all working a lot of hours and putting a lot of time in. So till I'm done working, I'm like so tired, and I'm like, I don't have the strength even to talk right now. That's a lot of times how I feel when I come home from work. So I figured I would get this in before I go to work. Kids are at school, husband's at work, you know, Adessa and Josie are home, but they're downstairs and they don't bother me. So just have my puppy up here. She wasn't happy because I made her sit on the floor, because when I let her on the bed, she always knocks the camera over. So she's on the floor. So I thank you if you stuck around for this video and watched it. If you have any questions or anything, let me know. All my different social medias are, of course, here. If you want, you're welcome to come over and join my group page, where everybody can show what they're making, or share whatever you want. That is Trisha's Creative Treasures group on Facebook. If you'd like to go onto my page where I sell stuff, that is Trisha Stitches on Facebook. I am Trisha's Creative Treasures on Instagram. And I think that's it. I think that's all that I have besides this. So you're welcome to join me on Facebook. I would love for you to join me on Facebook. Oh, and before I end this, go on to Bridget's Queen's Crochet and Knits and Vero. Sorry, Vero, I can't remember. VE. our own Vero, gifts. I don't remember what her full thing is, but it's Vero. If you go and check her out, they're talking about Charlie's Angels. Um, if you know, if you haven't watched Heavy On with Charlie, you need to go watch her too. But they're having some, family issues. Her father-in-law has got brain cancer, and he doesn't live close by, or I don't know the whole story, so I'm not going to tell you the story. I just know that they would like to go be with him, and finances are not letting them go and visit him. So Bridget and Vero started doing a raffle. It's $5 a ticket. There's different things that you can raffle for, of items that have been made by Bridget and by Vero. And I think some other people are going to be adding on some items for the raffle. So if you could do that, that would be awesome. I mean, just one $5 raffle can be another step in helping them get to be able to go see her boyfriend Jeff's father before he passes away, and that would be important to me, to be with that person that I loved and I cared for in those last final days. I mean, I would kick myself in the butt if I didn't get to see somebody I loved before they pass away. And it sucks that finances have to keep you from that. So even $5. Vero has it on her page. She has a raffle that her video came out this morning about how it's going to work, and how you can get the tickets and everything through PayPal. So go over and look that up. Bridget talks about it a little bit, and Vero tells you how to be able to purchase tickets. So go check that out, please. Help Charlie out. This community is wonderful. I love how the women all pull together to help each other out. And sorry, you guys too that are out there. I don't want to leave you out. But yeah, let's do what you can to help out Charlie. She's in need, and she is one that would help somebody out herself if they were in need. She's a wonderful lady. So let's just be there for her. And if financially you just cannot, just give her some prayers that they can get the finances that they need to get there. Prayers work too. Whoever you pray to, however you pray, it's all good. So even if you're like me, you're a pagan, and you pray to your different deities, light some candles, do something to help her, raise that energy right up. Christians, pray to God. Raise that energy up, praying to God. However you do it, it's all good. So I'm definitely going to get off here now. I thank you for watching. If you can, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the little notification bell. All right, well, you guys all have a great day, and hopefully I'll be back soon. Bye.